Folks, check it out. Today we are looking at the Kovo Cloud Flash. This is in PEI, and this comes from nxedc.com. This is a Buckyball slider slash mechanical, and let's give it a listen. Pretty good sound. Now, they also have this in metal. I think it's titanium. Here's the box here. So from Kovo, Cloud Flash. And here are your extras that it came with. Kind of an interesting box. I haven't seen anything come in one of these before. Kind of cool. And I got to be honest, this one's a little bit perplexing because I'm not really sure what to do with it or how to set it up. Some little slide tape there that goes in there somewhere, and a couple different little middle posts. So you can see in there that little like rhombus shaped piece is different than this rhombus shaped piece. This one's got a smooth slide, or smooth side rather, and this one has detents so that the buckyballs give it kind of a mechanical noise as they move down. The other thing is I thought I was creating a mechanical sound on both sides, but it looks like both buckyballs have since connected and are running together. But then, oh, whoa, this I did not realize. As I pull down, boom, it flips over to the other side, and now it's running on that side. Wow. Okay, now that's interesting. That I did not realize. So we'll put the other post in. We'll see what happens there. But anyway, let's open it up and give it a look. Very tiny little screws. Okay, so as we open it up, I can tell this slide tape is meant for that space right there, just by that cutout. So maybe if you want the buckyballs to, I don't know, maybe that's just, well, fuck, you know what? We'll put a piece in and we'll see what happens. All right. So, nice enough, it doesn't change the appearance on the outside because that PEI color is really nice. And then you can see here we've got that middle post with those detents I told you about. And then there's the mechanical sound without the buckyballs. It's got a little skate right at the end so you can see how much that travels between clicks. And then several clicks in the middle. Pop that out, lift off this faceplate, and we've got two white ceramic balls, two springs right there, and then you have to have these little teeny tiny little Teflon balls on these tracks. It appears that it already came with some it was kind of greased beforehand, so if that looks gross, it kind of is, but it's just grease to make sure that this slides accurately. Now, one thing I do to test stuff out is I will find maybe the highest tension screws and install those. And then if that's too much, I just start to walk it back little by little instead of just continuing to guess over and over again. It came with this really long magnet, right? So it's maybe like a 3mm, but by like a 10mm. And we're going to install this piece here and see if that doesn't interact with it somehow. Okay, let's check this out. So We're going to test it before we've screwed these back in by just placing this down over the top. No, that does not work in there. So to put them one of the larger Buckyballs, all right, so the same thing's happening, how it's really just rotating around that middle post. But so this just gives you that kind of like that haptic sensation right at the beginning and the end, but allows that mechanical track to shine more. Now I put this one in, and the Buckyball is going to shine more because you're going to get a louder sound out of this. That bigger ball gives a nice deep sound. I think I'd like this piece a lot more even in metal. I think I'd love to try to nab that the metal version. But that's really nice and a really unique piece. I haven't seen this in a lot of places, and when I saw people on, someone posted on Reddit about the NX EDC website, that was my first time hearing about it. And so I checked them out, and they had this one for sale, and I think it's really unique, a really cool take on the Buckyball trend. So folks, there you go. Get yourself a Kovo Cloud Flash from NX EDC. You know, let them know the channel sent you. Get yourself one and try these different combinations. If you know, if I'm missing something here, something really obvious about what these are for, this larger one, let me know in the comments. All right. Thanks, folks.